High prices fall into two categories. To start, this first type wants to get your attention. You can easily spot the logo from afar. Media outlets have already reported on the retail cost. 17 celebrities have been spotted carrying this bag. It is instantly recognizable, which is the entire goal. The second type functions whether you notice it or not. It doesn't need your approval. It was designed specifically to suit the individual wearer, rather than to impress his surrounding environment. In this video, we are focusing solely on the second group, meaning the understated brands preferred by men with generational wealth. It rejects branding and artificial trends meant to force quick buying. It features the world's finest components, crafted by skilled artisans with generations of family experience. Here is the entire list for 2026. Next, we must examine the single most crucial concept behind quiet luxury, or understated fashion, which mainstream designers will never reveal because it directly threatens the basic business model that the rest of the industry relies on. Marketing drives the profits of budget luxury brands. This product sells itself. You are buying the brand. Their whole business model relies on your desire to show off easily recognizable clothing, charging extra just for the brand name. Understated luxury brands generate profits through material sourcing. By purchasing complete fiber harvests from Inner Mongolian nomadic herders years before designing any new garments, Loro Piana secures their raw baby cashmere directly at the source to guarantee absolute control over quality, the standard of the finished product. By running their own tailoring school in Naples, Kiton actively preserves traditional Neapolitan hand-stitching methods, safeguarding these historic, multi-generational techniques from fading away as the older generation of artisans passes on. Brands fund their logistics network because the manufacturing process itself defines what they sell. Understanding the difference between companies built on advertising and those focused on ingredient sourcing provides the essential foundation for everything we will discuss next. Each brand featured here secures its spot by using this second method. Here are the four distinct groups and their defining properties. Starting our detailed look with Category 1, masters of exclusive fabrics and custom tailoring. These heritage brands manage the complete production network for the rarest, most luxurious raw textiles on the planet. Rather than just crafting apparel from unique textiles, they control the entire supply chain by owning the pastures, livestock, and processing mills before any clothing design actually begins. Loro Piana is easily the definitive benchmark, leaving others far behind. In 2026, Loro Piana stands as the definitive standard for quiet luxury, serving as the silent benchmark against which every other fashion label is currently measured. By monopolizing rare baby cashmere harvested from Inner Mongolia's Herkus goats, Loro Piana controls a massive portion of the world's highly limited annual yield, effectively dominating the global market for this incredibly scarce luxury material. Obtained from wild South American camelids using ancient Incan shearing methods because they cannot be domesticated, this rare vicuña wool is widely considered to be the most expensive natural textile on the face of the earth. This vicuña jacket from Loro Piana actually costs more than most automobiles. Not only does it outlast most vehicles, but its quality actually improves with age and use. When exposed to direct sunlight, Loro Piana's cashmere jacket behaves in ways synthetic performance fabrics simply cannot match. When light enters the fabric fibers and bounces back, it creates a subtle depth that makes this garment look instantly expensive on camera before you even analyze it. Man-made fabric bounces light off the surface. Natural fibers soak this up, making the difference constantly visible. These minimalist slip-on loafers became the global elite's preferred uniform, precisely because their logo-free design offers them complete, understated anonymity. The design lacks any external brand markings recognizable from a distance. Only people in the know are aware of them. By purchasing and restoring the medieval Umbrian hamlet of Solomeo to house his craftsmen, Brunello Cucinelli established a complete philosophy based on what he refers to as humanistic. The commercial industry built around making the world's best cashmere garments. Notice how this technique creates incredibly premium, lightweight clothing in muted, natural shades that blend together beautifully, achieving a visual harmony that bright commercial dyes simply can never match. Wearing a relaxed Brunello Cucinelli sport coat in sage or warm stone over a soft cashmere sweater gives men one of the most subtly powerful casual looks in 2026. This soft shoulder shifts naturally with you. This cashmere reflects light. The color feels purposeful without looking too flashy. Brunello Cucinelli actually pioneered this understated style long before anyone ever came up with the popular term quiet luxury to describe it. Zegna is the famous vertical powerhouse that almost everyone easily recognizes, but few truly get it. Through their Olassi cashmere and patented Trofeo wool, a raw material spun so incredibly fine it represents the absolute limit of fabric technology, they deliver structured tailoring and relaxed leisure wear that, its strong tailoring beautifully shapes a mature figure. Zegna uniquely distinguishes itself from the other brands listed by simultaneously supplying the raw fabrics and textiles to many of these competing luxury fashion houses. They form the foundation of these products. Buying Zegna clothes lets you bypass the middleman completely. Chiton is the peak of handmade tailoring from Naples. Every single suit requires over 25 hours of hand tailoring. Previously, these wool fibers measured 13.5 microns. This delicate precision requires a skilled artisan's touch because automated machines simply cannot replicate it. Chiton features the unpadded spalla camicia, which is tailoring's most sophisticated shoulder construction. Its tiny sleeve pleats allow your arms to move with complete freedom without ever lifting the main body of the suit jacket. Instead of just using the method, their flawless performance actually sets the standard. With highly precise custom tailoring, Stefano Ricci specifically targets elite clients like world leaders and wealthy families. These are men who have experienced genuine luxury for so long that they are completely indifferent to passing novelty. It has lost all charm. We use artisanal hand-loomed silks, premium Egyptian cotton, and entirely exclusive custom hardware. Don't expect to find new things here. This brand is a new arrival. Next up, Category 2 features the experts in fine-gauge knitwear. If we transition from formal tailored suits to casual wear, like long-sleeved knit polos, crewnecks, and light summer layers, you will find that the elite brands dominating this high-end space are completely unknown to the general public. Since 1784, John Smedley has crafted fine-gauge knitwear, tightly stitched, lightweight garments in England, which is a verifiable fact. Their clothing is manufactured at a Derbyshire mill that has run continuously for over 240 years, making this historic textile facility older than the United States itself, which is quite remarkable. Holding a British royal warrant, this brand makes their signature polo from Sea Island cotton. Grown in unique Caribbean coastal climates, this specialized fiber produces a remarkably fine, lustrous, or naturally shiny cotton, serving as the ultimate benchmark for how a knit polo should feel against your skin. After just a single wash, the fabric begins molding itself to the unique physical contours of your body. Following 10 years of daily use, nothing can replace it. Monza's Fedeli crafts lightweight summer knits using organic Giza cotton, offering an incredibly airy feel while maintaining a clean, defined drape that usually requires much heavier textiles to achieve. These unlined cashmere sweaters appeal to men who know summer knitwear is not meant for warmth, but for the unique feel of premium natural fibers against your skin in hot weather. Once you grasp this tactile sensation, artificial fabrics start feeling uncomfortable to wear. As the modern leader in this space, Luca Faloni partners solely with heritage Italian mills to craft thick, pure cashmere cable knits and linen shirts featuring beautifully rolled collars. These silk and cashmere blends deliver the same high-end quality as historic luxury designers, but at a genuinely affordable price point. Specifically, these linen shirts feature a parametric rolling collar, which naturally curves without stiff inserts, making them some of the finest crafted casual wear money can buy. Moving to Category 3, they preserve the heritage of classic leather outerwear. Knitwear shapes a man's confidence in any social setting. Notice how the leather outerwear guides his movement. Before anyone notices your shirt or trousers, your outerwear, which is the outermost layer of your clothing, instantly and permanently communicates your personal style, serving as the most immediate reflection of taste. These particular houses grasp a fundamental truth that cheap, mass-market labels never comprehend. Leather isn't actually a material. It's a timeline. Properly constructed from quality leather by skilled makers, this jacket only improves with age, instead of looking its best brand new. Its highest point comes around 15 to 20 years. Once it has soaked up enough of the wearer's personal journey to become uniquely theirs, it truly cannot belong to anyone else. These specific structures were built during that particular era. Exploring the masculine side of Hermès invites a completely new perspective compared to how the public usually views this luxury brand. Everyone worldwide knows the Birkin. Hermès men's collection features unlined calfskin jackets, matte suede overshirts, and custom luggage. This remains completely unrecognizable unless you know exactly what you are looking at. That is exactly why it fits here. Gentlemen sporting Hermès luxury coats. They don't care if others notice the brand logo. They focus on the unique way raw, unlined calfskin feels against the body. These objectives differ, and only one of them is truly advanced. Since creating the original suede bomber in Milan back in 1935, Valstar has continuously perfected this iconic outerwear design. If you appreciate that a jacket is the cornerstone of relaxed dressing, this Valstaring, crafted in velvety goat suede or light unlined washed cotton, is your definitive smart casual layering piece for elevating any everyday outfit. This fabric flows and conforms to your body, creating a natural connection that stiff, structured coats simply cannot replicate. Brunello Cucinelli was pictured wearing this. No other recommendation is needed. Founded on a unique vision, Bottega Veneta continues to deliver the most elegant and refined fashion. Your name is the only brand. This classic intrecciato technique involves manually weaving thin strips of premium calf leather into a geometric pattern. It produces a finish that speaks of premium quality to connoisseurs, while remaining universally attractive and visually stunning to everyone else. Without any branding or hardware, only the weave remains. This simplicity defines their entire brand. Of all these featured brands, Serapion is the best-kept secret. This historic Milanese leather workshop is famous for unique Mosaico hand-braided lambskin bags, known almost solely to elite global luxury travelers. They never chased mainstream fame because they simply never had to. Elite travelers who operate in the luxury tier where Serapion bags are standard already know how to source them. Next, we reach Category 4, specialized creators and contemporary minimalists. The first three groups are rooted in tradition, featuring legacy brands whose credibility has been established over decades or centuries. Our last group stands out. Rather than relying on long history, these newer brands establish their presence through a highly disciplined, deeply focused, and completely uncompromising core philosophy, maintaining a very specific perspective about what garments are supposed to accomplish and what they must avoid. These items prove that quiet luxury is not just a historical relic, but a modern and active lifestyle standard, one that the most brilliant modern creators are actively choosing to satisfy. Their inclusion here is earned through a mastery of these core concepts that rivals any brand founded in the 19th century. A few grasp it much better. The row represents the unique vision of two founders raised in show business, drawing on their daily first-hand exposure to how performative luxury operates behind the scenes. Choose to make something that is the exact opposite. The Olsen's label pairs loose, unstructured silhouettes and heavy Japanese selvage denim with clean, unlined tailoring, shaping a thoughtful, artistic wardrobe rather than one driven by social status. The row's high price tag speaks for itself. Right away, the premium Japanese selvage denim and clean, unlined construction instantly signal high quality before you even examine the finer details. Of all the featured items, Margiela's artisanal line showcases the deepest creative philosophy. The only branding visible is 4 simple, individual white stitches sewn on the back. You won't see any branding on the exterior. It lacks any distinct visual features to photograph or share, meaning it won't reveal anything to observers unless they already know this specific device. It completely rejects the flashy logo trend. Its value comes from the physical tailoring of the piece, not from promotional advertising. Totem executes clean Scandinavian style with the rigorous precision of a fashion label that truly masters the art of capsule wardrobing. Combines sturdy work jackets, flowing straight-cut pants, and lightweight turtlenecks in versatile neutral shades that easily match any outfit. By 2026, most men's closets consist of random statement pieces that fail to coordinate together. Totem creates a unified look that feels entirely deliberate, worn daily with purpose. It represents the most refined statement a man can make about his identity. Let's examine the shared characteristic that connects all of these brands. None of these brands waste advertising dollars promoting their high prices. None of these brands require famous endorsements to build trust. None of these brands launch seasonal collections designed to artificially trigger a fear of missing out. Quite simply, they create the ultimate version of their product, utilizing top-grade components and the most advanced manufacturing techniques available today. With so many years of experience, the sheer quality of their work speaks for itself. This represents quiet luxury, which means understated elegance. It still comes at a cost. There is no requirement to demonstrate its truth. Let me close with one final point, which stands as the most accurate and important takeaway from this entire guide. If others need to inquire about the label you're wearing, that question proves you have already mastered style, showing that your garment's craftsmanship stood out before the brand logo did. Let me know in the comments below, which of these featured brands is completely new to you today? Which one do you currently have on? Please consider subscribing to follow along, and I look forward to teaching you next time.